It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the ClassicMetalShow.com. That's Poison from their Flesh and Blood release with the Valley of Lost Souls. And speaking of lost souls, one that's been found is our good friend Rockin' Randy.
Lost soul of Rockin' Randy.
Well, Randy, being that we haven't had you as part of the Classic Metal Show in a while, and you are our guest tonight, your exploits have become somewhat legendary on the Classic Metal Show. You've been a topic of conversation between Chris and I here on the show many times over the years, whether you're aware of it or not.
Of course. I mean, why? I mean, we're always looking for content, and Randy is just a fucking walking ball of content.
Well, I went through the boot camp of Neeley and Chris, people.
Well, before we get started, I want to make this very clear, Randy.
Uh-oh.
We're going to talk about some of your exploits, but I don't want it to be misunderstood that this is a bash on Randy segment, because this is not.
Like Flavor Flav at the roast.
This is
Flavor Flav.
This is our opportunity to speak to the man, the legend himself, Randy Trask, and get your viewpoint on some of the things that have transpired over the last 15 years.
Sure. With
Rockin' Randy Trask. And this isn't, like I said, this isn't a way of holding you up and crucifying you in front of our audience. This is, I want to know the viewpoint of what was going on with you and what were you thinking at the time that certain things took place.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'll do my damnedest.
Well, I'm sure you will. Well,
Talk into the mic first of all.
I will do my damnedest.
There you go.
All right. Well, I'm going to play this. I played some Poison here.
Yeah.
And there was an opportunity that Chris awarded you to be able to speak to Bret Michaels or interview Bret Michaels.
Oh, yeah.
Now, at one point, and I'm going to just be honest here, you were kind of off the rails when it came to Bret Michaels and Sebastian Bach at one point.
Right. Well, off the rails, meaning, and if I know where you're coming from, I'm absolutely a huge fan, if you will, or I have a lot of respect for their talents and what they bring to music. Those are two people that I definitely have a lot of respect for. Bret Michaels from Poison. And,
stop there. Stop there. Neeley, present Mr. Trask.
Well, let's work into this, Chris. This is kind of like introducing anal sex for the first time to your selected female. You don't just ram it in the first time. You got to sort of like work it in, get it limbered up.
All right.
And then you got to drive it home.
All right. Well, let's start with Bret Michaels then.
All right. I want to get into this. I want to get into the crux of this. All right. And I want to kind of do a little backstory here.
Okay.
Randy has been wanting to be a part of the music business in the worst way since I've known him. From being...
Still does, I think, right?
I still play music, yeah.
Yeah.
Randy Trask and the Buds, October 5th, C-Bars, Madison, Ohio, for the show.
Okay. All right. Well, at one point, though, you were so enamored with Bret Michaels and the return of Poison to do the summer tour package that Poison kicked off in '99, and you were looking to emulate.
Back in the Wicked Heart days.
Yeah, you were looking to emulate what Poison brought to the table as far as excitement, hard melodic rock, a party atmosphere, and you were trying to recreate that in your own life and in your own way. Is that true or not true?
Well, I will say we tried to bring a similar atmosphere and attitude as far as an energetic show, which, bands like Poison, Motley Crue, and stuff like that, stuff that inspired the music that we did. So, yeah, I get sure.
And in fairness, Neeley, it was similar.
Right, it was similar.
Right, it was.
Right. So basically, when Poison returned to the scene in '99 with their first package tour, which featured Poison, Cinderella, L.A. Guns, Great White, and Rat at the Blossom Music Center,
Right.
you were blown away with that whole production and the big rock and roll experience that it inspired you to go out and do the same thing. Yes? No?
Well, I was already playing, but yeah, continued to make me want to do it even more, of course.
Right,
Did
right.
it make you change what you did on stage because you saw some of the production of some of those bands?
I don't want to say it made me change what we did with Wicked Heart.
Did it make you grow?
It made me, yeah. I mean, it was like whether I liked it or not. When I'm watching a show, I figure they're pros at what they do, or they wouldn't be playing in front of 20, 30,000 people. So I better respect what I'm watching. So I try to learn from it. That's just,
Sure.
I enjoy the show too. But yeah, those guys are all pros.
Well, did it inspire you to a point of emulating the actual attire that they wore?
Oh no.
Admit it.
I just had a flashback of when I first seen Chris meet Bret Michaels and compliment him on his pants, and Bret goes, "Oh, come on, man." And I'm not even going to tell you what Chris said.
Well, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go right ahead, because I don't remember this, but I'm
Chris
sure
is like, those pants are fucking gay. Bret he goes, "Come on, man." And Chris goes, well.
Now, Randy, I think you were with us. I think you were with us. Do I have your attention, Randy?
Yes, sir, Mr. Neeley.
Yeah, I think you were with us. We were backstage after that show with Jizzy and the guys from Great White and Poison, and Chris gave Poison the cover of the Music's Bottom Line magazine for the month. Do you recall that at all?
I remember backstage. I remember seeing Jizzy backstage that day.
Well, you and I both went backstage together. Remember, Jizzy brought us backstage.
All right.
We were side stage. We were left of the stage, and Jizzy was there, and he came out and was talking to us, and we were just like, "Hey, take us back with you." And he said, "Well, come on." And he took us back there.
Yep, good guy.
It was you and I.
Yes.
And Chris was already back there, and he was going to present Bret with the Music's Bottom Line because he gave Poison the cover.
right.
Now, do you recall what Bret did when Chris approached him and said, "Hey, I'm the owner of Music's Bottom Line. We featured you on the cover of the magazine, and I wanted to present you a copy." Do you remember that at all?
And know what what happened?
He don't remember.
Refresh my memory.
Go ahead.
Well, go ahead, Chris. You were the one it happened to.
I believe, if I remember right, Bret had just decided we had offered a meet and greet and everything else that his people had agreed to, and then Bret just decided he wasn't going to do it. So I fucking lost my shit and was like, "You're going to fucking do fucking meet and greet, blah 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 blah," and I was screaming at Bret, and that fucking Big John guy came up to me and was trying to throw me out, and I was like, "Fuck you, you may think you're big, but I'll fucking give you a fucking run for your money, fucking big boy."
All that.
You remember that when I was screaming at that Big John guy?
Good times. Good times.
Well, basically, Chris approached Bret and said, "Here, we featured you on the cover." And Bret took one look at it and basically said, "Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, that's nice." And he just basically tossed the magazine aside.
Yep, he did.
Like, no big deal.
It was only $10,000 of my money. Fucking cocksucking fuck.
So anyway, at that point, and then the following year, Poison came back with Cinderella, Dokken, and Slaughter.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Was this the same year that you met Bryn?
Sounds about right.
All right. At this point, after a year of seeing Poison touring and emulating their style and what they stood for, you felt that you could bring Wicked Heart to the next level, raise their profile, as it were, to the point to where you believed that you needed a personal assistant.
Don't fucking lean back and drink beer. Fucking answer his question.
I thought it was awesome that somebody was as passionate about the music as she was, and wanted to help steer the ship, so to speak.
Steer the ship.
And any way to help the band was.
I think this was really a rowboat at this point, not quite a ship.
Nonetheless, there's a lot of rowboats out there, my friend, that got to keep rowing. And you rowed at your best of your ability and we were rowing away, and we actually landed in a very opportune spot.
What happened?
The drummer decided not to show up. It was, yeah, good time.
Well,
and now that's one maybe deep down Bret Michaels is really pissed at me, because that's one where he put his neck on the line for me and for a meet and greet, and everybody in my band showed up but my drummer. And good luck finding him today, because he is unavailable.
He's dead.
well, Randy,
Hold on. Can I tell?
go ahead, please.
Can I tell a Bryn story?
Sure.
Can I interrupt with a Bryn story?
Please do, and I think I know what you're going to tell, but go ahead.
I love Bryn.
Bryn is an awesome.
I love Bryn. So there was a show at some point. It was a Music's Bottom Line show, and it was Wicked Heart, I think, and several other bands. It was one of my fundraiser shows to make money for the magazine.
Spelled WYCKED Heart. Just
yeah, WYCKED, Wicked Heart.
Everybody knows that.
Everybody does. And so we were doing this show at Ron's Crossroads. And I had met Bryn a few times at this point, but she was like new to the fucking fold. And, you know, Randy was always here at my house, and we would always talk about growing his band and, you know, music stuff. And Randy and I, see, there is some backstory. For probably 5 years, Randy was my go-to guy for shows. And it didn't matter what show it was. It could be something that was classic metal. Kiss. Randy and I went to Kiss. Randy and I went Enough's Enough a few times. We went and saw Motley Crue a couple of times.
Awesome shows.
We went to a lot of shows together. But there were and other shows as well. We went and saw Gravity Kills together. We went and saw shit that was completely not classic metal. Propane, you know, various things. Randy was my guy. When I wanted to go out to a show, Randy was my plus one for years. I honestly, about 5 years?
Something like that. Same with Neeley too.
Sure. But it was always me and you. I mean, Neeley was doing his thing, and usually for shows it was you and I.
Oh, yeah.
And then, so Randy, you know, once I got at MMS and I had Bottom Line or whatnot, Randy saw that I was sort of deeper involved in the industry. And he wanted to do good by me. And that was cool. I mean, it really was cool. So I, as is very evident on this show these days, even back then was a total fucking horn dog. And so we're playing, I put on a show at Ron's Crossroads, and we get there, and Randy's like, I get there and Randy's there and Bryn's there, and she's wearing like a cowboy hat and some fucking Daisy Dukes and
she would dress to impress when she would.
She really looked hot. So
beautiful woman.
Yeah, she's cute.
Not bad for a trailer park girl, but go ahead.
This guy.
So Randy, at some point during the show, he's like, dude, come on back into the dressing room. And I was like, okay. So I come back in the dressing room.
like he was reading scripture, and I go, "No,
sorry,
to interrupt your scripture reading, Chris.
No.
We'll come back to the dressing room and talk to the devil."
Look, I admit I'm a dirty player, but I was out fucking drinking or whatever. And Randy's like, "Come on back to the dressing room." So I come back in the dressing room, and Bryn is in the room, and Randy starts giving her fucking porn star orders. He's literally like, "Take off your top." Take off your shorts. Show him your ass. Show him your pussy. And Bryn, without even hesitating, she's fucking losing clothes. She's fucking spreading lips. It was like, holy shit. This is a fucking entertainment night.
All right, Randy, truth or dare?
And don't forget, Randy Trask and the Buds are playing City Bars in Madison, Ohio, Saturday, October 5th.
All right, answer, Randy. Truth or dare?
Semi-true.
Randy, did you ever hit that?
I would never.
That sounds like a yes. Did you split that fucking pussy?
That woman was spoken for.
It doesn't matter.
No, that's not the...
We were working under professional terms.
Okay, this is a yes or no. Did your cock invade Bryn?
Absolutely, positively, a no-go.
Not her mouth, not her puss. Not her ass, not her ear.
No, not even a nose hair.
Oh, man.
I had other obligations. Remember? You know what? Here's a great Bryn story.
All right,
Here's a great Bryn story.
Wait a minute. Before you start this, Randy.
Hold on, Randy. Hold on.
Hold on. Are you still in contact with her, and when was the last time you saw her?
Well, it's been years, but I've actually seen her and her husband at Sebastian Bach's show. Yeah, there you go. There's a name drop of all names. At a Sebastian Bach show in Cleveland, Ohio. For his first time through on this last tour at Peabody's, they were up there. Said hi. How you doing?
Was she still wearing the stupid cowboy hat?
I did not see a cowboy hat.
Okay, go ahead. Tell your good Bryn story. Go ahead.
Motley Crue. Motley Crue. I just remember I was single and I was running around Motley Crue. I had a photo pass because Aiken gave me a photo pass, and I think they had Megadeth open it up for me. I think it was on the new Tattoo tour. And I met this Oriental girl named Jen. And I just remember having a chick on each arm, a hot chick on each arm, Motley Crue's jamming on stage, and I'm like, life is good. This is priceless. So there's my Bryn moment. Thank you for that, Bryn.
That was a terrible...
That was it?
I didn't tap...
You had a chick on your arm. Wow. In other news, the sun is still warm, Dick.
Like me,
Jesus Christ, really?
That'd be like me knocking boots with one of your guys' chicks. I just can't.
Please.
What kind of story was that?
I got nothing.
You know what? I knew this girl, and she was cute, and I looked at her once. I said, damn, she's cute. Thanks for that, Randy. Jesus.
All right, Randy. Getting back to Poison and being enamored with Bret Michaels.
The whips and chain stories are all for the book.
Being enamored with Bret Michaels.
Enamored? Why do you choose these words, Wendell Neeley? Knower of all. Eddie Trunk and Neeley should square off.
And I've got a good Eddie Trunk story, which I will bring up later.
All right.
Neeley would stomp Eddie. Sorry, Eddie.
Chris gave you the opportunity to interview Bret Michaels.
Oh, yeah.
For his solo release.
Yep.
And I've got some audio here, which I know you probably are familiar with.
That was not, let me be clear. If you're playing the audio I'm thinking you're playing, that was not for his solo release. This was for Power to the People.
Oh, Power to the People. That's right. It was. I knew it was in that same era, though.
Yeah, the cover live album. You know, it was a live album with 5 new songs. It was a shit live album with shitty new songs. 5 new songs.
All right. Well, you had the opportunity to interview Bret Michaels because Chris had to work, and he handed it off to you, and he knew what a fanboy you were.
Oh, yeah.
And you were this close to talking to the great Bret Michaels. And somehow it got derailed by the publicist.
Yes.
Do you recall any of this?
I picture it vividly. I could like almost see like Bret, like back in them days, like probably in the room waiting for her to like hand him, the phone, and she's like, no. She's looking at him, giving him the no sign.
Oh no, we have the exact audio. Don't worry, you'll hear exactly what she said.
Oh, yeah, she totally shoots me down.
All right. Well, let's listen to a little of this, and I'll stop it along the way and ask you what was going through your mind.
Now this one is just plain funny. Here's Randy Trask, MBL writer, every 80s metal band groupie, wannabe rock star. In fact, we call him the rock star. Now Randy was filling in for me on an interview with Bret Michaels from Poison, or so he thought. Unfortunately, I forgot to call the publicist and say, hey, there's been a change in who's doing the interview. The funny thing here is when Randy gets on the line with this publicist, he's so amped to interview Bret Michaels that he just goes out of his way to tell her anything he can to get the interview done once she figures out that it's not me on the phone. Check it out, it's pretty funny. Here's Randy trying to lie to a publicist to get a Poison interview.
I'm here for Chris. You calling for Bret?
Yes?
I'm the guy then.
Oh, okay. I thought Chris was going to be doing the interview.
He had to work, so he handed it over to me. But
okay, and may I ask your name?
My name's Randy.
And what's your last name?
Randy Trask.
Okay. And do you have the materials that I had forwarded to Chris?
I don't believe, no, he didn't give me anything. I've heard Crack a Smile. Georgetta, did Chris have anything to give to me as far as stuff that was sent to him? Poison?
So you could just hear the excitement and anticipation in your voice that you're going to speak to the great Bret Michaels. What was going through your mind at that?
I had already lost it. I had already dropped the ball because I should have just went with all the Crack a Smile stuff. Yeah, I got it. and we would have been the door open. Bret, hey, how you doing? But no, I was like, I choked. A rookie mistake. Rookie.
This is so good.
Rookie.
I don't believe. But I know what's going on as far as the tour, and I'm updated on all the Poison stuff. And
well, have you heard the new record that I sent Chris?
No, but I'm on the classic metal show every Saturday night, and I was gonna.
There's some credibility for you right there. That'll get you through the door every time.
You know who I am.
Don't you know who I am? I'm Randy Trask. I'm on the Classic Metal Show every week.
Rockin' degrees.
God damn it. It's fucking hilarious.
So what were you thinking, Randy? Were you panicking at that point?
Oh, yeah. I was hollering for Chris's wife. I'm like, Georgette, is there something? Did you leave something laying here that, it was just, it was falling apart. It is already falling apart and getting worse.
I love the fact that you threw in, I'm on the Classic Metal Show.
Yeah, that was like a last chance save and throw.
Yeah, because it was so huge at that time. Everybody should have known what that was.
Everybody in the Streetsboro and surrounding suburban area.
Yeah, I'm sure in LA they were fucking well aware of the Classic Metal Show at that point.
Damn straight.
Probably get a copy of it off. I've heard Crack a Smile, but I haven't heard the new record.
But the interview is about the June record, not about Crack a Smile. So, did you get the press release about the June record and all the information about it?
No, I didn't.
No. Then we're going to have to postpone the interview because I need for you to have that information before you do the interview. That's why I
new information on the new record.
A package to Chris.
I see this. I'm wondering if this is it here.
What?
I see a package here, but it's made out to him, so I didn't want to open it.
Who's it from?
For Virgin Records.
Well, but Poison's not on Virgin.
Right, they're on their cyanide.
Yeah, and I FedExed the package last week.
Right, and I know he has the CD because he was going to bring it down to the radio show. And
yeah, but the thing is that the information that I had provided plus the record, the reason I FedExed it to him was so that he could listen to it and read the information before he did the phoner with Bret, as opposed to having no information and doing the phoner with Bret.
I understand. Well,
so it doesn't really work out for us for you not to have those materials.
Well, I pretty much know everything that's going on with Bret as far.
You haven't heard the new music and you haven't read the press release with the information about it.
Right.
Well, that's important.
Yeah.
Right.
And what she's not saying, it was 5 30-second clips. It was 2.5 minutes of music.
Who was that? Carol Kay?
No, that was Lori something.
If you want to know what's going on with Bret Michaels' career, which I think he does pretty good for himself, but it might be a little bit sweeter if someone like that lady there wasn't making all the
that lady there.
Those command on the spot decisions, because he would have had a great interview with me.
Come on, Randy. Just say, if that fucking bitch would have let me talk to him, it would have been all been good.
To quote Donnie from Enough's Enough, as soon as I heard the term, it stuck in my brain like Chris's "fuck the dumb shit" saying. Donnie's like, well, she was being a little bit cunty tonight.
More than a little bit.
Oh yeah, man.
She was taking you to school, Randy.
Taking me to school.
For what?
Have me hear that.
I mean, why was she taking you to school? He's fucking Bret Michaels. The guy hasn't done an original fucking album since he came out. So who gives a fuck? Just fucking do the interview. Well, he does look like he sucks a dick, but...
Nah, hold on now. I'll defend Bret Michaels here.
Why? Because I can fight your defense no matter what it is. Neely, get ready with the fight.
Wait a minute. We got about a minute left of this.
All right. Let's just finish this, and then we'll go to any defense you want for this fucking cocksucking fuck.
The new music and read the press release.
So that's why I FedExed the package last week.
Could I give you a number to contact Chris at work right now? You could get a hold of him and confirm everything, and he'd let you know that I know everything that's going on.
Well, yeah, but I don't doubt that. But the bottom line is, in as much as that is a factual statement, you are also lacking having heard the record and the information that I provided regarding the record.
Right, and
so that is the reason for doing the interview. Without you having that information, it doesn't behoove us to do the interview until you have it.
I understand. I completely understand. I don't have the information at this time. I don't know where it's at. But I can give you a number to contact Chris, and maybe he can give you a little more information about.
So go ahead and give me his number, and I'll call him and explain to him why we can't do the phoner until whoever's doing it has that information.
He might even have the info on him, and he can just go ahead and do it. It's 4-4.
Yeah, Chris just carries around Bret Michaels' info on him, even to work.
Of course he does.
He just carries it around. He might have it on him.
He probably has them on him right now.
Right.
Hand it over. You know you got it.
While I'm working. Hold on, please. I have a Bret Michaels interview to do.
But, Randy, it's not you got it. It's you want it. You know that, right, Randy?
What's that?
It's not you got it. It's actually you want it.
Oh, yeah.
You don't even know what I'm talking about.
I have no idea. Let him know.
Well, since you're a fan of Bret Michaels, do you have the latest Bret Michaels release, Jammin' with Friends?
I don't think I have that.
All right, let me be the first to introduce to you Randy Trask, Bret Michaels fanboy. The latest from 2013, Bret Michaels.
Last time he was doing Rockin' My RV.
Jammin' with Friends.
This is Jammin' with Friends, 2013, new Bret Michaels. You ready?
I want your honest opinion and take on this, Randy Trask. No spin, no making up anything. I want your honest opinion.
You got it.
All right, here you go. No, it's you want it.
You know you want it.
Say it to me, Randy. You know you want it.
Is that what the song's called?
Yeah, tell me. You know you want it.
Come on.
You know you want it.
All right, here you go.
Check. 1 2 1 2. Are you ready for this? 1 2 3. You know you want it. You know you want it. dressed to kill. You know you own it in them 6-inch heels. You got them lips, I wanna kiss. I get your message when you dress like this. You know you want it, you know you want it. You know you get it, so you got it, so you flaunt it. You know you want it, you know you want it. You know you get it, so you got it, so you flaunt it.
Thoughts?
I have a vision of this song playing at the Full Throttle Saloon.
I don't think so. I think the Full Throttle Saloon would burn down in flames if anybody played this there.
Bret played there.
Do you like the song? God damn it, man. You can fucking leave. You like that song?
I don't want to say I dislike it.
What?
But I will say it was interesting to listen to for the first time.
No, that's not that. That does not.
Do I want to write music like that?
No. Stop. That kind of it was interesting. Never fucking plays on this show.
No, you won't. It.
You either like it or you don't.
It's right up there with America's Got Talent. BOOTY.
So you like that?
Not exactly.
No. Yes or no?
Randy,
Not crazy
Randy, part of being on the Classic Metal Show is just being straight up honest,
Not
no
like
matter
saying,
what your relationship or
You
what.
either want it or you don't. Do you want?
You know you won't. It.
Do you like that song or does it suck a dick? Those are your two choices. There's no middle. There's no middle.
I have to go Dave Chappelle and plead the fifth.
Ah!
Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
You know you want it.
What's Tim James from Australia?
You know you want it.
Tim, do you like that song?
No. Sam, stop playing it, please.
Now, Randy, this is our listener from Australia. He's calling live from Australia.
Right.
Hang on a minute. Wait a sec. I'm the blind guy that thinks Nicky Six is Satan. He's terribly misunderstood.
So, Tim, you know you want it.
Oh, my God. You know, I was just sitting here thinking, I'm at my daughter's friend's 8th birthday party.
All
And
right.
so I'm sitting here with a beer in my hand, listening to the classical metal show.
Right.
And I'm thinking, you guys have given that song more exposure than anyone else that I can think of. You must love it.
So wait a minute, Tim. So you're at an 8-year-old's birthday party, listening to the CMS and drinking a beer. Do you have headphones on, like in your phone or something?
Yeah, I've got a headphone in. Yeah.
So you're not paying any attention to even your own kid. You're just fucking. You're just.
Oh,
fucking listening to us.
No, I'm sitting watching my daughter bounce on a trampoline.
So your daughter's bouncing on a trampoline, and you're listening to the CMS and wishing that you could fucking meet Bret Michaels so you could sing that song with him.
Oh, God. But
It's
anyway,
interesting, my
I
friend.
just wanted to call in. That song, it's got to be the worst song of 2013. I mean, that's the worst song of 2013.
All right, hey, Tim. Tim, are you truly a fan of the CMS? Yes or no? Are you truly a fan of the CMS?
I
Tim,
just shouted hand jobs. That's what you're talking about.
are you our number one fan? Yes or no?
I'm a big fan of the CMS. Yes, hand job.
Hand job.
All right, Tim, I want you to look at the kids and go, kids, fuck you, pal. Let's see how big of a fan you really are, Tim. Come on.
I just did it.
No, you got to yell it, and you got to be facing those kids. Don't lie to me.
And be punctual.
Face those kids and go, kids, fuck you, pal. Go.
No, I'm not doing that to my daughter.
He's not going to be indecent.
All right, how about this, Tim?
Attaboy.
Kids, hand job.
Kids, hand job.
There you go. You're a dinosaur, Chris. You're just a dinosaur.
Tim, you are awesome, dude.
Dude.
There is a line that I won't cross, but you just got to have some fun. Anyway, hail and kill.
Wait a minute, Tim.
Yeah.
I want you to grab a kid right now and put him on the phone and have that kid come up and say, "Hail and kill, classic metal show." Come on. It's got to be a kid.
Well, hang on. There's no. The kids are like in a net. It's like there's like a trampoline with a net.
That's all right. With the net, you can hold a phone up to a net. Go ahead.
Hang on. Hannah, come here.
Come here.
Come here. Bubble gum. That's right, bubble gum. Come here.
Bubble gum? That's the safe word.
Hannah, say, hi, classic metal show. Yeah, she's saying, I love Hannah apple on a stick.
Oh, it needs to be hail and kill. Get her to say hail and kill.
No, she's like playing with 4 other little kids.
So what?
No, she's like, doing Ring Around the Rosie, dude. She's doing, this is not very metal, guys.
Tim, tell her you'll give her some gum if she says hail and kill.
Hang on. Hannah, come here, darling. Come here, darling. Say, hail and kill classic metal show. She said, apple on a stick makes me sick.
All right, Tim, we'll let that go.
Yeah, I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Did you get my email, Neil?
Yes, I did, and I'll send you out a shirt soon.
No worries. And hopefully, as I said, I can wear it in the new video.
Hey, Tim, you're in Australia?
Yeah.
You're in Australia. Randy Trask and the Buds will be at Madison, Ohio, October the 5th at Sea Bars. Come on
what's
out.
happening on October the 5th? Oh, you're playing on October the 5th?
You get the show your way.
Mate, if you can
drive
put me
me
in
there.
airfare, I'm there.
Well, Tim,
You
you
can
can probably
put me in
live
there,
way
I'm
out
there.
down here for a gig.
Just one gig, mate.
Absolutely. I dream of playing America. Anyway, hail and kill. See you guys. Take it easy.
All
Bye.
right, Tim.
Hail and kill.
Hail and kill, boys. It's Tim James calling from Sydney, Australia. How are you?
Well, thanks for calling, Tim.
Hail and kill. Fuck you, pal. And hand job.
And there goes Tim.
I gotta say, Tim is amazing.
He's hysterical, man.
He literally, I wish to God he had video on himself so I could see those other parents in shock and horror when he's trying to tell some 5-year-old that's fucking jumping around in a fucking net to say hail and kill.
Nice. The show has grown, Randy.
Yeah, I'm saying. It was amazing when we would get a call from like as far south as Brimfield.
And now we get them from Australia.
I'm calling from Brimfield, mate. I don't know where this accent came from.
All right, Randy, back to you.
Did you say Bach to me?
Bach to you. Actually, it's funny you should say that.